Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Ever Eden Tarot, for another tarot reading. I am Eden. If you haven't done a pick a card reading on YouTube before, I will go through how that works. But first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this reading. We are jumping into a very quick, I tried to make it quick for me, very quick for me, tarot reading. So I didn't shuffle on camera or anything like that because I think it just moves that pace along a little bit better for us. Today, we are discovering what is happening in your love life for October. So I do have 3 piles to choose from. So quick reading about your love life. I'm really not doing any type of setup here. I'm just going with the flow and seeing what spirit wants to say about your love life. So it could be, about upcoming opportunities. It could be the things you need to work on. It's just really like anything is possible in this October love life reading, and that's how I love to do it. That is how I channel the best. You'll notice a totally different way in how I'm channeling here than when you see one that is like really, really structured. However, your October love life reading is here. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Take a look, meditate on the piles, and then when you select the one that works for you, head on down to the description or the comment section and click on your timestamp, and you can jump right forward to your piles. I do want to put a little ask out there. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so if you could hit that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm also working on, I do mention this, I think, in some of the piles, but I am working on a general October like blessings and predictions video too. That's why I made this one so short and sweet, just so I can get as much content out there for October. I think the fall is an amazing reset time, like the harvest energy and just kind of like blessing everything. I will try to do these every month. I think a love and then a blessings in a general. So yeah, this is great. Have a look at the piles and I will see you at your reading. Bye. All right, hello, group number 1. If you chose this citrine crystal and set of cards number 1, then this is the reading for you. I'm going to jump into this a little differently, trying to make it really quick because I would like to also do an October general blessings update. So today we are discovering October love, which is exciting. I'm going to try to make this for like both singles and non-singles, but we'll see what happens and we'll see what stands out. Going to just get all of the cards out here on the table except for the tarot, and then we will go from there. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Don't be afraid. I know like the first card here is pain. This, I always come into this and I'm gonna make like this quick, fun reading, and then Spirit's like, no, 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 no. This is about to get deep. So we are kind of starting out off with a very deep message here. So ultimately, I don't want to say that your October, your love predictions, like your love life is going to be pain, but there's a part of the message here that Spirit wants you to know, like that they see that you can be hiding things subconsciously. I'm getting with everything because with the discovery and the pain here, there's a lot of soul searching that needs to be done within you, which is really interesting in these 2 cards, the creator and the box, because you can see that these are dark within these circles, but like that's how they shine outward when they actually understand and acknowledge what is happening on the outside. I'm going to give you a story because when we pull this consciousness card into here, like about a year back, I was like gaining weight. I didn't feel too well. And I was just like physically manifesting a problem. And this problem that was manifesting physically was definitely deep internal stress. But I had myself convinced, like, so almost in a toxic strength way, a toxic, like, don't acknowledge it emotionally kind of thing. Don't worry, I'm getting to a point. Where I would just kind of push it all back, push the emotions back, push the feelings back, and just react with almost like a coldness and almost, just a not seeing the magic in things, so to say, and just being very logical and very straightforward about stuff. And I would just push back any type of emotions and feelings and different things I had going on in my life because it was just too much to deal with. And then I got to a breaking point where I had to acknowledge all of this stuff that was happening within me. And that's what's happening in your love life in October is you have some deep healing to do that you've been so strong in a way, but like in that kind of sense, just ignoring the work that actually has to be done on the inside so that your love life can manifest, glow, and grow on the outside. So there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of things that you have been through, and then just out of a act of just survival and trying to protect yourself and trying to get through your day, you've been pushing these feelings and emotions down, whether this is towards a specific person, or whether it's towards a specific situation or just your love life in general. Whether there's hurt and different pains that you need to work through, you until this point have been pushing them aside, and they're coming to light a bit in October, but not in a bad way. Like don't be afraid of this. This is consciousness, and then this is enlightenment. So you're going to discover things about yourself in October that is going to almost prepare you for the next chapter of love in your life. Get you ready for what is coming next. Because I'm getting just this energy of probably a lot of mundaneness, but a very creative person who's been held back in love, who's been, just guarded and shadowed and put all these perhaps walls up. I don't want to say walls too strongly, but, has it's very subconscious what you're doing, and you haven't even acknowledged it yet, but it's because you haven't forgiven yourself for you've let yourself be vulnerable in the past, and you've let yourself get hurt, and you've let yourself maybe stay in situations a little too long where you should have walked away or you should have done something different. In October, you're really going to be called to forgive yourself, to operate out of a place of love towards yourself. Your October is definitely a lot about self-love, about self-enlightenment, about getting where you need to go so that the next step in your love life will just happen. It's like, if we look at this card, I mean, there's just this love energy because of the pink, but it's this rooting energy of actually sitting and acknowledging and having consciousness to discover who you are and how certain situations actually make you feel. What is your gut instinct when you meet somebody? What is your gut instinct when, somebody says something to you, right? Who in your life is being removed from your life because they don't add value to it? Someone needed to hear that. I don't know who did, but who in your life is being removed from your life because they do not add value to it? And you're just going to operate out of a place of value in October. You're going to see your worth and grow and strive and shine from the inside out. And that's what I'm getting here with the box and the creator is you have this big idea. You have this big dream. You know what you want from love. You know what you want from life, whether it is in a current relationship or whether it is a next step, a new relationship, or if it's with a specific person. You created that. You visualized that. You imagine that. And that is going to shine through even more when you have this stillness inside you of recognizing the trauma and the pain and the difficulties that you have been through, recognizing what those pains and those past relationships mean to you. Because when I look at these two cards, like they're dark on the inside, and this one shines a little, but I'm not taking that as bad, right? I'm not taking that as a bad sign. I'm taking that as a good sign. Like, that is a stillness, that is a peace, that is a security. And once you have that stillness, peace, security within yourself, then that will shine outward, is what that's saying. And then you can create it. And then your manifestation, your dream relationship, your dream status of your current relationship, everything will come together. It's a process. And in October, you are in that process of settling those voices in your head, settling those voices in your mind, settling that negativity that tells you you can't, and realigning with the fact that you can, and that you can create whatever dream relationship you want. And then if something's walking away from you, and if something isn't working out, if it's always tumultuous and it's always turbulent, you will have the strength inside yourself to know that this is being removed from my path for a reason, and that there is a bigger picture for me to paint. There is a bigger picture for me to create. There is more to this life than this one tiny little situation, and I'm going to go find out what it is, because I have created the strength within. I have built every layer in this box. I have built this fortress up so strong that nobody can get through, nobody can break it down, nobody can push me down. I am ready to go, and I am ready to spread my color, my joy, my love with the world, and love unforgivingly. Like, don't apologize for your love. And that's where you're going. You're going to this part of like just true faith in your love and true faith that you have something that somebody wants and you're going to create something. I'm getting big creator energy here. You may be looking like almost for a power couple or like a next move as a couple or something like that, which is really interesting. And I love that kind of energy. That is so my vibe. So, and just being able to be still and prepare yourself for this great love story. That is your October is preparing yourself for this great love story, because after all of this work, after all of this pain, after all of this self-discovery, and when you really leave in and give it to faith and know that you can create whatever you want, all roads lead to happiness. Happiness is guaranteed for you. Happiness and love is guaranteed for you. And this October is almost like a stepping stone in your love life to create happiness, to create fulfillment, to create the love that you've always wanted. And it has to do with clearing blocks. This is not the reading that I tried to read, but this is the message that is coming through. Let me know if this resonated. I know this isn't exactly probably what you thought you were getting when you came here, but I'm going to keep going. I'm so excited. So when you're moving these subconscious blocks and making them conscious, right? Making conscious decisions, making conscious choices. I don't want this love in my life that does this, 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 and this. Maybe I shouldn't have people around me who have XYZ characteristics, and actually being very conscious about the choices that you make in the direction that you want to go. Not love for the sake of love, but love for the sake of purpose, love for the sake of your values, love for the sake of growth, right? Love for the sake of the fact that you are a whole person and that you've done all of this work yourself, and that you want somebody beside you that you can grow with. You want somebody beside you that you can excel with. You want somebody beside you that does not complete you, but that just complements you and that catapults things forward together. I'm getting just like two is better than one, and that energy is coming towards you. Whether it will manifest in a specific person in October or whether you do the legwork, it is coming. And I'm getting that you need to have faith in that, and that you have faith in that, and that this is the work that needs to be done to continue to have that faith. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say here. Yeah, we have the Five of Wands. A lot of you have been through a lot of pain, but the pain has led to discovery, and you wouldn't give that up for the world. And I know sometimes when you're in it and when you're in the thick of it, you think, I never want to do this to myself again, so we put up another wall. And I never want to get myself in this situation again, so we put up another wall. And I never want to feel that again, so we put up another wall. And then all of a sudden we almost have a box, right? This whole box around us that's blocking us in. But the key is that these walls, you can select when to remove them, right? You have the choice. This is your choice. This is your decision. And so no matter the chaos of the situation, you're almost getting strategic, and you know when to take what wall down, and you know when to acknowledge why you put one wall up and whether that isn't serving you anymore, because you are the creator of your fortress. You are the creator of your future. And you have created these blocks. And of course, there's been external circumstances and learning moments and things like that. But you are reminded that you have the power to take them down when you need to. And I get that a lot of you have been through a lot of chaos in your love life in the past, and things may seem a bit tumultuous in October. They may seem like there's a lot going on. Perhaps you have a lot of options. Perhaps there's a lot of dates, a lot of options, a lot of things maybe, in your area of the world. Things are opening back up and there's a lot coming at you, but you're going to be in this clear headspace where you can make concise, conscious decisions, and not waste your time on somebody that does not have the value and ethics that you align with, because your values are most important, right? What you want from this life and who you want to be, and the standards that you have and the goals that you set for yourself, those are very important in a partner and in a love relationship. And that is what you're heading towards. You're heading to defeat the chaos, to remove the walls when you need to, and put them back up when you want to as well. It's almost just kind of like taking control of the things that people would call insecurities, taking control of the things that people would call like baggage and damage, and using it to your advantage. That's what you're learning to do in October. You're learning to end cycles. You're learning to walk away. A lot of you are learning to walk away in your love life, walk away from the things that does not serve you. A lot of you, there's this big walking away away energy. So if there's something that you felt like you need to walk away from, or has naturally walked away from you, put a fork in it. It's done. You have the strength to do that. You have the strength to overcome this pain, and you have the consciousness to acknowledge what it meant to you. We get in these frivolous situations, and we sometimes feel silly because of what something meant to us, right? Sometimes we think, this could mean it's someone like gaslights us, and they try to act like maybe something wasn't as serious, but like it deeply hurt you. Like, your pain is your pain. You can acknowledge that. It's not being tough, and it's not being silly, and it's not being foolish. It is a pain that you felt, and it is real to you, and your reality is the one that matters most because you're living this life. Right? Okay, let's keep going here. Then we have the Two of Wands. Once again, I see options for you in October. I see a lot of options, but like, you see how she's holding the world? Like, she has the knowledge to make good decisions. And that's what this is coming from. That's ultimately what this is saying, is you're building up the knowledge to make new decisions and to have this just unwavering faith in what you want from love, that all of these options coming at you in your love life in October, you're going to be like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. What was this? Was this like Tinder or something? And you're going to be decisive, and you're going to be clear in what you want. And I'm getting that a lot of you are going to be able to perhaps talk to somebody and be more vulnerable in a way than you have in the past. It may have been hard for you to open up about love. You may open up about a lot of other things, but it may be very, very hard for you to open up about love. And you have a bit more of a lightness about you in October, a bit more of an open-mindedness, but also a bit more of self-discovery and growth. It's very interesting energy. And then, of course, this is the perfect card for you. We have the Magician. So once again, the Creator and the Magician and enlightenment here. And even with the forgiveness, like, we are letting go of the past. We are letting go of all of these blocks that have been blocking our love, that have been blocking our manifestation, that have been blocking our relationship going in the right direction. And we are getting back to the idea that we create our destiny, we create our face, we pick and we choose who we want to tolerate in our lives. And we decide yes or no. And if we know that there is something better for us out there, or if we know that a relationship can be better than it is right now, we muster up the strength, and we, the creators, we, the people with the big visions, we, the visionaries, there's a lot of wand energy here. So we, the visionaries, create that in our heads, and we bring that forward, and we put that out in the world, and we just uncompromisably know what we want because of all the lessons that we learn, because of the forgiveness that we show ourselves, because of the pain that we went through, because of the self-discovery path that we are committed to. All right, and your bottom deck energy for October in the tarot is the Ace of Cups. So once we work through removing all of these blocks, we are going to be so open to emotional offers. We are so open to offers of love and just discovery, and almost looking at it in a new light, and perhaps even going and moving different places and taking a little bit of a risk, leaning into perhaps that Fool energy. The life is the Fool's journey, because we're probably very guarded right now, and somebody offers us the Ace of Cups right now, and we're like, oh no, get that away from me. Like, I want something solid, and I want this, and I want that. But then when we actually like lean into what we really want, and we get this clearness on the inside, we can start to romanticize our lives again, and we can start to welcome in partners who make us feel romantic, who don't feel like a checklist of things that we need in our lives, but without that kind of lighter energy of just anybody filling that void, without that superficial energy of doing it just to be in a relationship, without that superficial energy of wanting to like post pictures of it on Instagram and be in like a Facebook relationship. Not that any of that is bad, it's just the goal will be so much different when the union is divinely guided, and when the union is so strong after you do this inner growth. Okay, that is your October love reading group number 1. If that resonated with you, please let me know in the comments section. I would also really appreciate it if you subscribed. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And please, if you anything, just hit that little like button, and I would love to read for you again. I will catch you next time. Bye. All right. Hello, my wild, whimsical, and wonderful group number two. So if you chose this citrine crystal and set of cards number two, then this is the reading for you. I'm going to start this off really quick. I'm going to actually do it a little bit different. I'm going to lay all the cards out on the table and we'll go from there just to save some time today because I am also trying to shoot just a general October blessings and predictions tarot reading as well. So let's dive right in and see what your love life holds for you in October. Let's check it out. All right, group number three. Like in group number one, I thought I was going to get all of these fun, light, lovey, ooh, someone cute riding in on a white horse kind of energies, but like that is not the case at all. Please hang with me. These are deep messages about your love life, your status, and kind of where it's going and the work that you need to do. I literally just let spirit take it and I never know what's going to happen. I try to like set a tone, but sometimes that gets hijacked. That just is what it is. First off, look at these two cards. We have faith and we have fear. Wow, I can't even believe that they came out together. I mean, if you think of like two opposite parallel but coordinating things, like that is what this is. Because, you know, on one side we have fear, and how to overcome fear, of course, is faith. Even just like a mustard seed of faith, and just knowing that you are going in the right direction, you are on the boat, on the right path, and that you are guided, and to have faith in that, especially in your love life, because our love lives can be full of fear. And I can see that in October, you're like really leaning into that idea of fear, because what I see for you is actually somebody coming in. I didn't really get a message like this. So, for some of you, this could be somebody you know, this could be somebody new. They're going to come in a weird way, in a serendipitous way. And especially with this kiss here and this service, you may be volunteering, you may be doing something, you may be giving back to your community, you may have no expectations of receiving anything for it. And that's the way your karma is going to get you in October. You are going to be doing something without expectation. You are going to be doing something without the expectation of any type of recognition, any type of payment, or any type of thing like that, and somebody is going to acknowledge that or come into your life like that, a love, a romantic interest. If you are already in a relationship, something like that is going to inspire you to probably serve your partner in a way that you don't really expect to get anything back, and that's going to catapult your relationship. But with this acts of service a theme or concept here, that may be your love language, and that may be the love language of either your partner or somebody coming into your life in October. If you are single, I really actually see somebody coming in here, which is quite interesting. There is a lot of purple here too, so there's a lot of Spirit really wants you to lean into your intuition, lean into your guidance, lean into what Spirit says, and step away from fear, because fear has put you into a place of compliancy, is what I'm hearing. Fear has put you into a place where, like, you write things off. Maybe you don't date. Maybe you don't go out and show up to this event that you were invited to volunteer at or do something at, or to help out with your friend at this thing for her party or his backyard barbecue or something like that. And you don't do it because you've gotten into this place of comfort. You've gotten into this place of compliancy. You've gotten into this place in your life where you like things the way they are and how they do. And so whether you're in a relationship or not, maybe getting out of the house and doing things will actually spark up your relationship. Or if you are single, getting out of the house, doing things, attending events is really going to bring in something into your life without expectation. Because as you can see here with the kiss, we also have the moon. And in the moon, there's a lot of unknown, but you can see like two hands being held here in the unknown. So there's a lot of fear about putting yourself out there, about getting out there, about like getting, getting back in the game for a lot of you. A lot of you have been on hiatus, a little mini retirement. You need to come out of retirement. Spirit wants you to know. You need to get out of retirement because there is a kiss waiting for you. There is a divine union. There is an energetic exchange with somebody that is happening for you in October. There will be some hands held, and it's going to come the way you least expect it. With this thread card, I always think of like one thread like unraveling an entire sweater. But not in a bad way with this part. Like, you're going to pull at this one thread, this one little thing that you think was nothing, that you thought, was just you showing up, was just you doing this, was just you running errands, was just you taking care of this one thing for your mom or dad who couldn't do it themselves. And it was just you being of service in some type of way, and it leads to this divine moment, or even this inspiration, perhaps this opportunity for inspiration for your love life to get back in the game and get things going again, because you haven't been honest with yourself is what I'm getting. We like to, I don't want to say like lie to ourselves, because there's a growth path that we need to be in, but you need to be honest with yourself when you have outgrown the growth path on your own, when you have sat home, when you have, sheltered yourself for so long to grow, to grow, to grow, to grow, and you're growing, you're growing, you're growing, but there's a certain point where it's like, okay, like let's get to the next classroom, let's get to the next level, let's grade, let's graduate. And that's the point where you are. And that takes a lot of honesty, because there's a lot of safety in self-growth. There's a lot of safety in being alone. There's a lot of, security in staying where you are, but you need to pull at that thread in October. You need to try to unwind that sweater. You need to see what's behind the moon, because there is something there for you. There is a gift. There is a gift when you let go of your fear a little. There's a gift when you lean into faith. There is a gift waiting for you, when you release this worry, when you release the ideas that, you are better off alone, when you release the ideas that, you're better at just trying to work at this yourself, when you release these ideas of like giving up on something, whatever it may be in your love life right now, when you release that fear, when you let it go, so much greatness is going to come to you, so much greatness that you can't see yet, but it is there. It is there. It is there for you in October, and it's going to manifest itself in the strangest ways. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be like magic. It's going to be so serendipitous, and it's going to stumble across like your desk. I don't know why it's stumbling across your desk. I'm just a little too business, I think, sometimes. But perhaps it's a work thing. Perhaps somebody, you like lean into something a little more, and something gets revealed. There's a lot going to be revealed. Like, you are going to pull this thread in October, and it's because you're getting out of this compliancy, you're getting out of this stale space, you're getting out of this fear, and you're just going to do it. You're just going to pull the thread, and you're going to pull back the curtain. You're going to see something in your love life that is going to be revealed. Let's see if we can get any more information about that in the tarot. Oh, this is exciting. Yeah, the Four of Cups. Okay, a lot of you, this is right in front of your face. This is right in front of your face right now. There is someone or something or some opportunity to grow your relationship or grow your love life or reach out that you are ignoring, that you have been ignoring, that you have been putting on the back burner, that you haven't been giving importance to, because you were on this path of self-growth. And now it's time to graduate and expand that. Now it's time to share that. Now it's time to share that with someone. Spirit wants you to know that you're ready. You're ready. That's what you are in October. You are ready for love. And then we have the Star, like you will be successful, you will shine, you will glow, you will attract, you'll be a magnet. You're going to light up the sky with everything that you've learned. Spirit wants you to know everything that you've gone through is a learning lesson. And when you move out of this compliancy, when you move forward, when you move out of this stagnant stalemate, and if you know anything about chess, you're like stalemate, and everything's stuck, and then you just maybe like decide to play another game, right? And you got to move forward. Her foot's in the water, her foot's on the land. She's juggling a lot, because she knows success will come, because she knows it's coming her way, because she has faith, and she is ready for that. And then we have the Six of Swords here. Very interesting in your reading. You know what? I'm getting, for a lot of you, like, love might look a little different than you thought it would. Your relationship may look a little different than it thought it would. It may go a different place than it thought it. Kim's in what I'm getting, and it's not the traditional meaning of the Six of Swords here, but what I'm getting is like, whatever's in the package isn't always what you get, and sometimes it's better. Like they say, like, good things come in small packages. Sometimes it's even better, because you may end up being attracted to someone that you wouldn't really typically be attracted to, and they may have came out of nowhere, or they may have been right under your nose your entire life. Who knows? And it's just not the package that you thought it would come in, but the person, but the soul, but the connection and the growth is even more than you ever thought it would be. But you just need to lean into the fact that this is arriving in a different way, the way you never expected, and you just had to have faith in that. Wow. And then we have the Six of Cups. Yes, some of you already know this person. And then for the others of you, know that love is going to feel nostalgic no matter if you've known the person forever or you've known them just a few minutes. That's the kind of love that you're looking for. That's the kind of feeling Spirit wants you to look out for in your love life in October. They want you to look out for the feelings that make you feel like yourself, like a memory almost. Like, when somebody says something and you're like, wow, that's so me, or that's who I've always wanted to be, or that's how I've always seen myself. When people say things about you, and you're like, wow, I could never have described myself like that. And then someone else describes you and you're like, wow, they hit the nail on the head with that. That maybe that is who I am. And that person, can usually like read you or read people. Like you're going to look for somebody that you can kind of read that feels like home, and to welcome that kind of energy in, and don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of feelings being brought up from the past or anything like that, because they're all opportunities for growth. They're all opportunities to move forward. In October, you're going to have success by like actually recognizing what is in front of you, actually recognizing what is there, and maybe even just noting things, because all of these people are kind of looking away. There's a lot of looking away, and maybe actually having the ability to notice what is around you and the opportunities that are around you. Not only the opportunities as in physical people, but the opportunities to meet people. Spirit wants you to know the opportunities to get out there. Don't say no to that guys' night or girls' night. Don't say no. Like what I'm saying, Spirit wants you to say yes in October for your love life. Say yes. Say yes right now. Say yes to my love life. You can put that in the comment sections if that resonates with you. But say yes to your love life in October. Your bottom deck energy is death. Yeah, we've been looking at this totally different. We've been thinking, and there's like a specific person perhaps in our mind, but they don't have to actually be a specific person that exists. And we always thought they would look like this, or we always thought they would look like that, and they look a little different, or the job's a little different, or we always said we would never date a athlete or a musician, and here we are. Here the world presents us a athlete or a musician right in front of us, and like it's almost like you can't deny it, you can't avoid it, like you're trying to run away from it, you're trying to ignore it. But it is coming for you, and you're just gonna have to pull that thread and unravel that sweater and see what is behind. Wow, that got weird, but uh, sorry guys. So with the death card here, it is a total rebirth of your love life in October, that is going to bring a new opportunity towards you, because with death becomes new beginnings. All right, group number 2, short and sweet, trying to keep it at that. Please let me know if it resonated in the comment section. I would love to chat with you down there. I would also greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And if nothing else, just hit that little like button. Show me some love. It helps out a lot, and I cannot wait to read for you again. Bye. All right, hello, my wild, whimsical, and wonderful group 3s. If you chose this citrine crystal and set of cards number 3, then this is the reading for you. I'm going to dive into this a little bit differently. I'm going to get all of the oracle cards out here, and we are going to jump right into the reading, because I'm trying to make these short and sweet and quick, because I'd also like to just do a general October reading as well. So we will dive right in. So let's see what the cards say. All right, group number 3. Here is some fun-loving energy. Here is some different energy than I got in the last 2 piles. At first, I just want to point out this balance and balance. That is mind-blowing. I don't make it up. The cards just come how they come. Wow, wow, wow. So maybe I'll start off with the balance card. It says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And then, of course, we have the judgment here with the scales in this balance card, too. So it's really interesting. So I think, perhaps in love life in the past, you've always like weighed the benefits, pros, cons, checklist, and and try to make somebody fit into your life. And really, I don't want to say like have a more critical outlook on love, but a less whimsical one, that's for sure. And had a very almost contractual outlook on love. But things are coming into alignment. Things are the alignment of the head and the heart is what I'm getting. the alignment of the head and the heart, the thoughts versus the emotions, kind of the wisdom that comes with balancing the two and bringing that into your love life. And what that's going to bring you in October is a lot of growth and a lot of creativity. These cards I love together because I think creativity is how we grow. I don't think it gets enough credit. I think creativity is being a creator, is like having an idea and then it's like creating it and bringing it to life. And I think there's a lot of growth aspects in bringing something to life. So in your love life, if you're going on a lot of dates, if you're doing a lot of things, you'll have a lot of opportunity to be creative. And Spirit is telling you to be more and more creative in your love life. So even if you're in a current relationship or situationship or something like that in your love life, like have more creatively inspired ideas, do something fun, have a romantic date night, be silly. Be silly. There's a comic here too, so I'll get to that. But honestly, kind of I'm getting like, you need a spark again and you need a vision and you need to get creative because that is going to lead to a lot of growth in the area of love you are looking to grow. So if you are looking to go out on dates and date and meet the right person, like get creative about your dates, get creative about how you meet people. Try some different things because it's going to lead to growth in the right path. Or if you're looking to grow a current situation or relationship, get creative about what you do and the fun things I'm getting a lot of fun. I'm getting a lot of encouragement to go on dates, have fun, do things that are fun. Even if there's like situations are limited, some of you may be in some type of long distance or have like a long distance idea going on right now. I don't know why that's coming through strongly. Maybe with the ocean down here as well. But you're getting a lot of ideas of how to almost like spice that up, how to light that fire again, how to actually go and do something that is interesting that can grow yourselves together even if you are apart. So that'll resonate for somebody hopefully. But also, there's a lot of romance and creativity too because it's the idea that doing something for someone else, you can be creative and do something for someone else, but you can be creative together and you can be creative together and create something, and that's a really bonding moment, and that offers a lot of opportunity for growth. So if you are looking for growth in your love life to take things to the next level, Spirit wants you to lean into your creativity and have a lot of fun. Also be very open to the idea of some creative and romantic gestures coming your way in October as well. If you think something seems a little weird, it might be the most wonderful thing you've ever done. I know I've gone on some really bizarre dates and done some, things that I thought, oh goodness, this is going to turn out horribly. And then it ends up being like the best date of my life. And you have so much fun and you bond and you grow. So don't, if somebody is like, yeah, I want to do something different. And you're like, oh, this person like thinks they're way too cool for school, but I'll go. And then you have the best time. Or maybe they're not outgoing like that and they're just trying and they're trying so hard and that's super adorable. And they get to be creative. So try that as well. Also in October, you're going to be releasing a lot of the past to grow is what I'm getting. I'm getting like a lot of self-esteem energy just by it's once again leaning into this creativity, leaning into the fact that you know that you are a creative being, that you have ideas, that you have things that you can bring to life in your romantic sense. And that's going to give you a lot of self-esteem. That's going to give you a lot of security. This card says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yes. So you're going to be putting these creative ideas and things to use in your love life to look at it. I'm getting like hangman vibes here too, like to look at a situation differently than you have before. And to get creative about your solutions. If you need a solution. Some of you need a real creative solution in your love life. And you need to like take a step back, meditate with it. If religion resonates with you, like pray on it, and see what you come back with, because there is a solution. Spirit wants you to know there is a solution. There is a solution for you, and it's in yourself, and it's in your own creativity, and it's of your own making, and it's going to catapult your relationships, I'm getting, or something that you're already working on to the next level for sure. And there's going to be a bit of a release because there's going to, when you sit and meditate about it, contemplate about it, ask for guidance about it, there's going to be things that you need to let go of. Securities, insecurities, guards, different things like that. There's like past burdens, past issues that you are going to need to release. You're going to like need to let it go. Like let it flow like water is what I'm getting here with the ocean. Just let it go, let it flow. And if it comes back, like it's like that real cliche, like Some of you need a solution to a specific situation, and you're being guided to just let it go. And like, if the wave is meant to come in, it'll come in and it'll come back to you. The waves never stop. It's just the wave that we catch, right? Just depends on the wave that we catch. Or, oh, interesting. Okay, but it's all the same ocean. All leads to the same thing. It all leads to love. Where am I going with this? One thing with this ocean card too is just I can see October being very humbling for your love life as well, especially when you lean back into this creativity and try to do things different. When I get around the ocean, I think about how small I am in the sense of the world, but like also how lucky I am to be able to see it and recognize it and understand its abundance. There's so much unknown with the ocean, but I don't see it as the same like feeling of unknown like with the moon, like jump in kind of energy. Like it's almost like more of a playful energy with the ocean because it brings back a bit of like nostalgia and beach and families, but also like livelihood and resources. There's a lot of things that come from the ocean that we can bring into our lives, that we can bring into our love life. And that is just going with the flow for you guys in October. Go with the flow, ride the wave, ride the wave and have some fun. Spirit wants you to like flirt with love. They want you to flirt with romance. They really want you to have some fun, really want you to bring some balance into probably this rigid structure and timeline that you've been on for your love life, that I'm going to be married by X age and I'm going to have children by X age and I'm going to do this by X age and blah, 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 blah. And just lean into the balance and into the flow, into the natural. Look, we have like growth with this flower. Then we have the ocean here. Lean into the natural side of life and oh my goodness, have some fun with it. If you have the opportunity to joke, to laugh, to dance, to sing, to do anything childish in your love life in October, Spirit wants you to do that. Spirit wants you to go to a stand-up comedy show. Spirit wants you to watch a funny movie. You are going to bond with someone over laughter is what I'm getting. There is going to be a lot of funny, a lot of creativity, a lot of funny. It could be. It could be. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. Your first card is the Sun. Oh, this is such warm and fun energy. I'm getting called to pull down all four for you guys first. And then we have the Three of Swords. Yes, it makes so much sense with that release card there as well. And then we have the Seven of Swords. And next we have the Fool. That is great energy for you. Okay, group number 3. What I am getting here is there is some healing. There is some healing and some releasing from the past that like Spirit is saying like you're doing good. Like you're doing good, you're doing great, you're moving forward, you're doing the work. Like you're almost getting like a bravo. You're getting a congratulations from Spirit in the work that you have done on yourself and your love life to try to move forward. Like the work is being done and they want you to recognize that for you. And just to know that you do have great, amazing things ahead. I don't know what was behind you, but it's not coming through as super tragic because it's coming through that you are growing, that you're having self-esteem, that you are growing and going in the right direction. But evidently there is something that left you feel almost fooled, but now you're all like happy you're a fool in October. You're almost like happy. I know it might not make sense now. It might not make sense now, guys. You're almost like happy that you got tricked. You're almost happy that this bad situation happened to you in the past. In October, you're getting a lot of closure for things like that, a lot of release, not in the dramatic way in sense of some of the other readings here today. Had more of like a dramatic flair to closure being a part of October, but closure is like the destination in October to like plant the seeds to grow more things with you. Because all roads lead to the sun, all roads lead to victory, straight ahead, to this youthfulness, to this excitement about love again, to this excitement about your love life, to laughing, to being creative, to getting back into that flow of your love life that you've been in. You've been there. You know how it feels. You're ignoring it though, because you've been hurt in the past and you've overcome a lot to get where you're going. And in October, like you're gonna get back. You're like snapping back. Woo! I got like a lot of that energy today, by the way. But like you aren't back without a little bit of wisdom, and there is a bit of carefree energy, of course, with the Fool here. But you've been tricked in the past, and you've had your guards up, and you've been doing a lot of different things, but there's going to be a catalyst here that makes you kind of lean into love. And it is that idea of having fun. And when we bring it back to fun, and when we bring it back to joy, and when we bring it back to like the most basic concepts, of what a relationship should be and how you want to feel, whether whatever is coming in on October is temporary or whether it is like the final destination. I'm not getting a vibe of that here, but you're going to have the opportunity to have fun. You're going to have the opportunity to remind yourself what this is all about and what you want from love and the joys you want to have. Because, I think sometimes some of the best dates and some of the best, even little relationships I've had are the ones that I just go in and we just have fun and I just forget the rest of the world. And I just find this balance. I find this balance in from my day to like my actual love. And like you almost can take on the world, but in a different way. You're not sitting there and planning and this and that and everything else. Like you're leaning into this fun opportunity to remind you what you want from life so that you can be more creative in business and you can be more creative. And, love sparks a lot of things in your life. And having a love around that makes you laugh and that makes you youthful and that makes you, a little bit foolish. It can hurt us and we get scared of that, but it can also create some amazing things. When you think of this, like the concept of like a revenge body or something like that, and then like you will get re-inspired about something else. Like these are cycles. These are cycles people go through. These are cycles people can be addicted to as well. So let's take a look at your bottom deck energy here. We have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so the creation of something new in the early stages. The Page of Pentacles here is definitely, like I said, some seed planting energy. We are just going out with the intention of like having fun, having dates, getting things done. Early stages, early stage energy. Early stage energy, exactly. Then we have the devil, yeah, because we can get addicted. We can get addicted to turning everything into like toxic productivity, turning everything into a plan and a this and a that. And Spirit wants you to go have some fun. Really, if there's anything you can take away from this in October, October is going to be about like just leaning into joy, leaning into like just this blessed life that you have and like laughing at yourself and laughing at others and taking the opportunity to like have a moment and be youthful and be around people who remind you to be youthful. Sometimes we grow up way too quick. And I know like I'm grown and I'm 30, but like sometimes I feel like I'm way too serious. I'm like, today, Eden, you are just like the most serious woman in the world. Why are you so serious? Like chill. Like we need to chill. We need to lean into love. We need to lean into fun. And that is what your October is bringing you in your love life. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, group number 3. If this resonated, please leave a comment. Hit that like button because it really helps me out. And if you can, pretty please subscribe because I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.